The night Karen hammered expansion zone. Stakes into my lawn changed everything forever. I had just unpacked the last box in our brand new American dream home. Fresh paint still smelled sweet on the walls. Then rubber screamed across asphalt at 12:43 a.m. Her white SUV skidded right onto my grass like she owned the planet. Karen climbed out, clipboard raised like a sword of justice. She was obese. Platinum hair sprayed into a helmet of pure entitlement. Her colorful business suit screamed, "I'm important," while her scowl screamed, "I hate you. You don't belong here," she hissed, voice dripping fake concern. "This parcel falls under HOA jurisdiction now." She jabbed the clipboard at my chest hard enough to leave a bruise. I stood frozen, deed in hand, knowing every word was a lie. My wife stepped onto the porch, towel still in her grip. Karen's smile turned venomous for the neighbors peeking through curtains. "Consider this your 90-day warning, sweetie." She laughed dry and cold, then peeled out, tires tearing my lawn. The next morning, a cheap printed violation letter slid under my door. "Unauthorized landscaping," claimed. We hadn't even planted flowers yet. I laughed bitterly because this wasn't about rules, it was about control. 2 days later, another letter was nailed to my garage with a rusty spike. "Final warning" in bold red ink. Across the street, an SUV window reflected my own security camera. Someone was watching me watch them. That night, flashlights swept my yard at 11. 2 men in reflective vests measured my property line like thieves. I stepped outside, calm but boiling inside. "Routine HOA inspection, sir." One lied with a straight face. They scurried off when I laughed in their faces. By week 3, the threats turned personal. Dead phone calls at 2 a.m. Trash cans flipped at dawn. Eggs splattered my garage like yellow war paint. Then came the photograph. My wife folding laundry inside our living room, taken through the window while we slept. The note underneath read, "Leave now. Last chance." My blood turned to ice. This wasn't petty HOA nonsense anymore. This was Karen's deadly secret, stealing land for a secret development deal. I started digging because bullies only stop when you shove back harder. County records proved my house sat outside HOA lines since 1997. The clerk smirked and stamped my folder with freedom. Next I met Pete, my retired machinist neighbor who hated Karen more than taxes. "Same scam she pulled on the Millers," he growled. "Buried them until they sold cheap." He warned me about her 2 goons, Vince and Darren. Clipboard commandos who did her dirty work for favors. That night my trail cams caught them planting more stakes labeled expansion. I yanked everyone out and stacked them like trophies in my garage. Harassment escalated to pure comedy. A fake $250 parking ticket on my own driveway. Pool water turned bleach stinking overnight. Karen herself had bought the chemicals on camera, prepaid. Of course, I filed every receipt like a sniper loading bullets. The community meeting felt like a bad sitcom set. Karen stood at the front, clipboard glued to her chest. "Mandatory attendance," she barked. "Non-compliance means fines." I walked up with my binder and a lawyer who knew the law better than she knew lies. First slide. Vince and Darren caught tampering with my pool pump. Gasps rippled through the room like popcorn. Second slide. Karen loading chemical jugs into her trunk at the store. Her face went beet red under that helmet hair. Third slide. The spreadsheet from the old USB. Addresses marked "remove" in blood red ink. My house glowed as the final holdout with a 90-day deadline. Neighbors shifted in their seats, eyes widening with recognition. Karen slammed her clipboard. My lawyer dropped the county log showing her login altering records at 2 a.m. Pete stood and told how his daughter lost everything to the same pressure. The dam broke. Voices exploded with years of swallowed fear. 2 county investigators walked in right on cue. "Karen Davis, you're under investigation for fraud and conspiracy." She shrieked and flung papers like confetti. "I am the HOA," she screamed while they cuffed her in front of everyone. Her heels scraped the floor as they dragged her out. Cell phones caught every second. By morning the video was viral. Karen, queen of clipboards, dethroned. Justice tasted sweeter than fresh paint. But the real twist hit weeks later. Her developer puppet master Marcus Talbot tried to finish the job with smiles and cash offers. Glossy letters promised community enhancement while eyeing our lots. We saw through the silk gloves straight to the claws. The neighborhood gathered without fear this time. No podium, no gavel, just folding chairs and real voices. We voted on a new covenant. No outside power without our say. Paper fences stronger than any clipboard Karen ever waved. Marcus's black sedan still cruises by some nights. I snap the plate and smile because we're ready. The binder sits in the safe. Evidence thicker than his wallet. Peace isn't naive anymore. It's armed with truth and neighbors who finally speak up. Karen sits in court now. Helmet hair frayed. Power suit replaced by orange. Her deadly secret is public entertainment. We laugh about it on porches while kids play in the street again. Turns out the real American dream wasn't the house. It was remembering we own the land, not the other way around. And if another Karen rises with a fresh clipboard and bigger lies, we'll be waiting,
Smiling.
binder open, because once you've laughed in the face of a tyrant, you never forget how good it feels when the stakes finally get pulled from your own damn lawn.